You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform, and meals, and the incarceration fee they charged me for being locked up. But I'm telling everyone what you did.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer volume of peons I'm forced to oversee. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up. Enemy Scrutinization Officer Durbin. What does he want with me? Ah, well, in that case, your business is with both my commander and me. But I'm being rude. Allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment Executive Wojciech, Senior Most Representative at Fort Endurance. Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown exceptional bravery, stoic stalwartness, and strong leadership. It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the Order deprived us of our former chief executive and left him as the senior-most trooper. Okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here. There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in complete charge of the fort. His orders, which I interpret as his junior officer, are executed without question. You may mock, but I am sincere. I can speak as easy to him as I can you on account of my graft. He emits pheromones that my antenna can detect. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespecting the chain of command.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur, but that's got nothing to do with you. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignored entirely.
That is quite enough, Designer. Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion that made Wojciech outrank her. Still, that ugly moment behind us, it's a comfort to my mind that you're here. Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone outside our chain of command.
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group. Yes, I have been trying to get Durban to relieve this duo of command for months. But the lives they've lost with this insanity finally got his attention.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that. Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants us to secure one of their pupas to raise as his own.
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantisaurs. He wants to eat meat, excrete the excess, and be left alone. That's it. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me in charge.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer, and I'll have you pitched over the edge with the rest of the enemies we've conquered here.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. With it, Wojciech can raise a Zeranium-mutated Mantisaur army, which will be even more dangerous than the ones Auntie's Choice evolved from the Halcyon stock. We need you to infiltrate the mutated Mantisaur nest, secure a mutated pupa, and bring it to me here. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. Look in the nest to the east. That'll have your best odds. It's where Wojciech feels the pull from the strongest.
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the exact amount of scientific sense I'd expect from you. Excuse me? May we speak a second? Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler full of ammonia.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
Nothing of your concern, Wentworth! Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that Graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to de facto commander of this installation.
You know it's impolite to whisper, right?
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power. I'm not surprised. You seem sharp. So, if you know he's lying, then you understand that catering to his will isn't gonna do anyone any good. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially greater than any possible use he could have for it. Bring it to me, and not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose. Wonderful! Scientific discovery awaits your return.
This unit has added Mantisaurs to its registry of approved task managers.
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching any strays.
When attempting to capture a stray animal, approach slowly and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
You know what? Forget I said anything. You're doing great.
Troublemaker approach.
Confronting threat. Emergency protocols ready. Engaging hostile life forms. Engaging combat protocols.
Compound lamps on an unfriendly.
Resuming hostilities. Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Client over here.
Knew you had.
Standing by with life support.
need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
down, Commander.
Computational stage.
Oh, love to, but I'm not ready.
Ready to assist with Agent Stealthwalkthroughs.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. Over here. 3 holes ahead. Commander, watch your fighters.
Got my lamps on an untrimmed.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Not ready. Please try again later. Emergency protocols ready.
Troublemaker approaching.
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa? Auntie's Choice has bred mantisaurs as weapons for decades. They've gone through a number of refinements, but they're functionally the same mantisaurs we began with. What's more, we have never witnessed them mutate in any meaningful way. Not in our labs, not in the wild. But here, On Dorado, they've done something remarkable. Inundated with zeranium from the river, the mantisaurs here have evolved adaptations that have never been documented before. I intend to be the first to do so. Oh, thank law. Here's the reward I promised. I am downright giddy to get it into my lab so I can start my experiments.
Good luck breaking the news to Wojciech.
Mantisaurs, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just stay with.
Got my lamps on an untwist.
To an entrenched position! I'm gonna be picking Manosaur gristle out of my rotators for a week. Well, let's see who's left in charge. Ain't yelling at them.
Closing in.
Back again, consumer? I didn't realize we had more to say to each other. Why are you back?
damage-prone daredevil. Welcome back to Bonnie's Barely Above Board Battlefield Bazaar, brought to you by Auntie's Choice. What can I get you?
Can't say I was expecting to see anyone else in these parts for a good long while. Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado. Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner. You've got me there. I sure could use a bottle of zero-G brew if you have one. A few bits and my gratitude. Oh well, not likely to die of thirst before my shift is over. Would have been nice though. Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe. Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
That cave is chock full of arachnids. I'd stay away if I were you.
Was that really necessary?
Commencing combat-related activities. Emergency protocol surrender. Choosing attack strategies.
Over here!
Free hole in the head!
Health benefits available at your request.
Troublemaker approach.
Entering a confrontational state. Parameters. Neutralizing unfriendlies.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
The neglected state of this edifice suggests its current occupants lack hospitality and also rudimentary facility maintenance skills.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Coward! You've never bested me without subterfuge! Unhand me, and I'll show you how a true acolyte fights!
Enthusiastic, neutralizing unfriendlies. Ready to assist. Agent's health lead.
I'll clean your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
She sounds pleasant.
There best be a stiff bottle waiting for me if I ever manage to make it out of this barrel.
Sounds like he's fighting for his life in there.
You cannot threaten one who welcomes the Federation.
Release me now, you traitors!
Use any claustrophobic responses. Please avoid thinking about the narrow space and increasing levels of carbon dioxide.
Let me out! Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but no matter. Serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. But they rightly paid for their transgression. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glorious dawn herself warrants a painful death. Name's Asa. You are? We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth of the rifts, despite our persecution by those who seek to keep the masses aimless and distraught. The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view of imperfect, mortal bodies. To be deconstructed by a rift is to be reborn in perfection. The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. They reduce whatever comes into contact with them to mathematically perfect information. We are nothing but that information, but we cannot see that because we exist in a chaotic and disordered reality. The universe is decaying, and our efforts to manage it are futile. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence. No chaos, no striving, no suffering. Peace and unity with the architect themselves. None whatsoever. All I know is that they were planning on killing me by filling my room with zeranium gas. I was here to help them scavenge for old order technology to further investigate the wonder of the rifts. You cannot tell me we're not of like minds and similar temperaments. This doesn't end here. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I aim to see them pay the same price, though maybe with more disemboweling. I could use your help there, and I'm sure my particular talents could be of service to you. If you'd deign to take me on, of course. Sorry to hear that. I suppose I'll gather my souvenirs here and be off to the N-Ray range to kill me some traitors. So if you happen to change your mind, stop by and give me a hand.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry, 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy. Specifically, to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally? I'll just think. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
The enemy range lies ahead, Commander. Please avoid exposing yourself or your Valerie unit to excessive radiation. This entrance is sealed. Commencing search for alternate means of entry. Warning. The percentage of biological fluids on the floor has crossed acceptable parameters. Please watch your step.
arrived at a fortuitous moment. I was just about to have a go at this order lackey with my knife to see if I can elicit some answers.
Is this mad woman a compatriot of yours? Please help me. She seems completely fixated on torture for some reason. I've been trying to answer her questions, but she won't listen.
That may very well be true. I must admit I wasn't really paying her much mind. The threat of torture might elicit more truth from her regardless. Plus, it's more fun. And you just can't seem to stay away from me, can you? That's quite all right. It's obvious you don't understand the first thing about adventuring, so I'll join your crew to help you out. No? Then why? You know, I'm starting to think you're following me with ill intent. You cur. I'll send your head back to your handlers to remind them of the price for seeking to undermine the glorious dawn!
Ready to waste it on your command. I'm at. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Thank you for dealing with that cultist. Being alone with her was most frightening. At first, I thought she was aid that Archivist Clemens requested. Did he request aid? I can't recall. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds. 3 days ago, the range was inundated with fiends. Cultists, I believe. I am unaware if they're immensely foolhardy or simply mad, but they've caused no shortage of destruction. I've seen few firsthand. That isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. Don't worry. I'll just be here, in my deepening puddle of blood. I thank you for dealing with that cultist. Being alone with her was most frightening. At first, I thought she was aid that Archivist Clemens requested. Did he request aid? I can't recall. Oh, Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body.
Scanner detected.
Got some bad company.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Let me know when you need an instruction. I'm the one you need to worry about. Over here! Free hole in the head!
Thank you for dealing with that cultist. Being alone with her was most frightening. At first, I thought she was aid that Archivist Clemens requested. Did he request aid? I can't recall. 3 days ago, the range was inundated with fiends. Cultists, I believe. I am unaware if they're immensely foolhardy or simply mad, but they've caused no shortage of destruction. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. These cultists broke in from above and immediately set about damaging what they could. I don't know the specifics, just that they can't be seen through normal means. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. If I'm still alive in a week, I'll put in a suggestion to the presiding bishop that N-ray scanners be standard issue. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
The nearest sealed door should now be accessible to you, Commander.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Hostile stinger.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
You cannot remain here. Complication after complication befalls this facility, and death stalks its halls. It was all well and good to end those cultists' suffering, but that was but the barest tip of the danger present in this facility. I implore you to depart. I have nothing to say. You're here to stop me. But if I'm stopped, the consequences will be exponential. Oh, I don't expect people like you or Augustine to understand. My work is humane and must be finished. All else is secondary. You must remove yourself from the range. I don't want your blood on my hands, but I will spill it if you force me. No, don't you understand? If my work is forestalled in any way, so many more will suffer. And I am already much too far behind. I have been forced to enact measures for self-defense in the wake of these cultists. They will serve just as effectively against you. I beg you, leave immediately. Remain, and you will assuredly suffer a violent demise.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
The heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Station, where it's safely dispersed, typically. Tenured station operator.
Sequencing strategy.
Got eyes on some milkers.
Look like couldn't hit the broad side of the freighter.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. I hardly believe my eyes. I didn't think I would be leaving this room with all of my innards within. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. There's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Also, I strongly recommend against exposing yourself to processed N-rays. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. But if you're not attached to the solid state of your organs, I suppose it might be nice to be less visible for a few hours. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
To approach my holdout, I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. The time for that is over. Please.
Protocol not yet charged. Not ready. Please try again later. Resuming hostilities. Requested assistance currently unavailable.